When I found you, I saw raw, untamed power. And beyond that, something truly special.
Something inside me has always been there. But now it's awake. And I need help.
I've seen this raw strength only once before. It didn't scare me enough then. It does now.
Let the past die. Kill it. If you have to. That's the only way to become what you were meant to be.
We are the spark that'll light the fire that'll burn the First Order down.
Come on!
This is not going to go the way you think.
Fulfill your destiny.
I need someone to show me my place in all this.
Hey guys, Antonio Rodriguez here with another video, and this time it's Star Wars. And I made a little bit of commitment of talking about every Star Wars news from title, reviewing them, and of course speak about any news that I feel is major. But I didn't do one on episode 9 directly because I didn't feel like I had any relevant thing to say. But other than I don't feel like J.J. Abrams is a good choice for episode 9 and all that. But I would rather have a different director because, of course, I like things that honor promise that studio made. But we're not here to talk about the studio. We're here to talk about the trailer. And I like this trailer, and it got me hyped again for the next Star Wars episode. As it should, because we're in another Star Wars vibe for the third consecutive year. And do I feel oversaturated? Maybe when the spin-offs are around, I feel that. But when there's sequels, sequel trilogy or Obi-Wan spin-off, which I'm glad it got announced that they're working on it. I'm really excited to see how the movie turns out, and yes, I will be likely to be at the midnight screening of The Last Jedi. Again, like I said last time, if you are going, let me know. And what I liked about the trailer is the trailer had a dark vibe. It felt like something's gonna go definitely wrong. It felt like Empire Strikes Back as it should be, because it's a tone. I'm speaking tone, not the movie's gonna be same as Empire Strikes Back. If it turns out to be one, I'll be fucking mad. I'll be like, Rian Johnson, what the fuck you were doing? Why do you repeated Empire? There might be a few repeats, but there probably won't be a plot repeat of The Empire Strikes Back. I didn't give J.J. Abrams that criticism because he had to do a successful reboot to get it back to popularity. I haven't got my back on him, of course, because I'm a Star Wars fan. But that's besides the point. That Star Wars is meant to be loved by everyone, and you don't backstab them. It's kind of like being in a friendship. You don't backstab them in the back. when you have multiple friends. If they hate each other, try to be friends with both of them. Don't side. I tried to do that multiple times, but there's several times I had to pick sides, which I don't feel comfortable with. And it kind of gives the mystery to what Luke's saying. I seen raw strength in you before. It didn't scare me then, and it does now. I kind of think it's Palpatine because, just to be honest, he had the raw power. He is the dark side. He nearly killed Luke. And Luke didn't bat an eye because he wasn't afraid. He even said it himself. I'm not afraid. I am a Jedi, like my father before me. I still one of my favorite Star Wars lines because how much that music played up, and then following the great moment of Vader sacrificing himself. Rey is the raw strength. But it could be just Kylo. I could be completely wrong, and it might be Kylo. But if they really want to go Palpatine reference, go right ahead. I'm very interested to hear more of the backstory of the Emperor after his death. Since he's currently dead in the current canon. And I gotta address the EU fans. Do you really want Palpatine to come back a clone? I fucking hate that. It's stupid. It ruins the point of Return of the Jedi. It ruins everything, and it makes it completely pointless that they're gonna kill him again. Stupid. That's why I was glad that was removed. Because if they did it again in the sequel trilogy, I'll be like, fuck off. If J.J. Abrams were to do that, whoa, I'll be so mad. And yes, I will give him crap if he does Return of the Jedi. One will be clear. If he has another Ewoks race. If they have a race like Ewoks, I'll be like, JJ! I'll be screaming off my head in the midnight screening. I'll be super mad. I will ask Lucasfilm why the heck they hire him again just to have him repeat Return of the Jedi. I didn't mind him repeating Into Darkness because I didn't care less about repeating Star Trek. Because the fans hate the J.J. Abrams Star Trek films anyway. So what was the point of getting mad at him? And the trailer does have a lot of interesting questions, like I proposed. Who has the raw strength in someone who had the raw strength before? Rey. Rey is, of course, the raw strength, not a power of the Force. Because that was unexpected. There's so many questions. Does Kylo Ren pull the trigger on Leia? He might not pull the trigger. He might hesitate. He might go, "Oh fuck! I can't kill my mom. I already killed my dad before. I didn't kill and my dad's Harrison fucking Ford. I better not kill my my mother, as it will be insult to injury to any." Of course, the Star Wars fans. The fact that Carrie Fisher is no longer with us. Overall, it's a great trailer. I'll be definitely seeing it more than twice. I'll be seeing it twice before I do a video review. I'll be already done writing a review before the second viewing, which will be, of course, the next day. And then I'll see it again on Boxing Day, or somewhere in between, so I can see it with my mates. Once that's done, it will. I think it will take 2 viewings to know where it's placed. Because if it's it's everything I wanted, it'll be a 5. If it's just missed the mark, it'll be a 4.5. And if it's a total disappointment, it will be 3. If it's just above average, but still disappointment, 3.5. If it's just a good movie, 4. And of course, if it's turned out to be the worst thing ever, it'll be 1 star. Of course, guaranteed. Rian Johnson better not do that. And I see you guys. And and by the way, I won't be making videos after this one for 3 weeks, up to November the 8th, because I'll be traveling to America. I'll be going to America where Trump is still in power, in case those watching this in the far future that they know what happened to Trump compared to us in 2017. And I'll be going to San Francisco. I'll be going to Chicago for about 2 NBA games. I'll be, of course, recording my thoughts on the game when I'm there. I'll record everything. I'll call it a basketball night. Aussie, maybe an Aussie experiencing an NBA game. Then to New York, the Big Apple. I'll be hopefully seeing a bunch of, hopefully I find a few fans of mine. But I'm not expecting anything because there's a lot of people, and one of them could be you. You could meet Inga Rance or Antonio Rodriguez. Could be anyone. And last and not least, Los Angeles. I could meet any of the famous reviewer there. Hopefully that happens. I could meet, well, Jeremy Johnson no longer works for Collider. So that's out. If I meet John Campea, I'll just ignore him. Because I just find him ass compared to me listening to him a couple of years ago. And yeah, that's pretty much a shameless plug. And I see you guys in the next Antonio Rodriguez video. Bye bye, fellas.